Rolling, rolling.
In 2022, the Island North Film Commission received a $520,000 economic diversification grant. The purpose of the grant was to help grow BC's motion picture industry within the region. The investment is already paying off.
We're very proud of the successes of the funding that we've had. We've been able to show real impact and real effect coming from government funding.
Oh, this looks great.
The Commission's mandate is to assist producers in finding locations, offer local crews, and help with the appropriate permissions and permits. One recent success story is Eden Express, a domestic production which spent 6 weeks filming in the Powell River area.
We had cast a pretty wide net on where we are looking for a location, and then we did eventually end up here in Powell River, and the Vancouver Island North Film Commission were quite instrumental in helping us find some locations here.
Productions like this one have a large impact on local economies.
When a production comes to town and we see them begin to fill the hotels, they go out for dinner, they're using restaurants, they're going out and using coffee shops after. They'll rent all the different things they require. It is a direct economic impact to that community.
We try to hire as many locals as we can, definitely in production assistants and obviously in background performers. We even have some actors that we were able to hire locally, construction, scenic, drivers, security. So yeah, we've been able to hire a lot of folks locally, which is really amazing.
But the impacts are also cultural.
There's nothing like seeing your town, seeing your street on the big screen. It's a source of pride, and I think we have wonderful communities, we have caring people. If I was a filmmaker, I'd want to film here.
The community has completely embraced us too. Everywhere we go, we're always like, do you need more BG, or are you the film people? And I saw your trucks and I saw your signs. And yeah, the community seems to have really embraced us. So we're very fortunate to be here.
The Film Commission also received funding through Island Coastal Economic Trust. The Trust's Investment Readiness Program allowed InFilm to greatly expand an important resource within their operation, their library of available film locations.
To date, we have about 4,000 files, rising from the original 2,000 we had. A lot of those 4,000 were also updates of older files. We have productions that are coming because of our scouting, because of our location kits.
12 photographers in 6 regional districts went far and wide to expand the database.
It was awesome. Yeah, it was one of the best jobs I've ever had. At first they said, oh, can you do about 150 locations? And I thought, oh my gosh, how am I going to do 150 locations?
Location scouting on Vancouver Island is ideal. We have majestic mountain ranges, trails, old growth forests. We have derelict old buildings, warehouses. We have vintage, beautiful homes. We have it all on Vancouver Island. It really is an idyllic spot to film at.
The Vancouver Island North Film Commission was really supportive of us, helping us find location scouts, taking us to some locations, providing a locations package test, which is, it's a huge cost savings for us.
Equally as important was capturing the island's diverse scenery from high above. The Redip funding also allowed for the purchase of a drone, as well as hiring drone operators to inventory more than 100 locations from the air.
They're game changers. We've heard from Creative BC, the Provincial Film Commission, how much they love the files and how they're getting into it now. Film is a technology-based industry, and like most technology-based industries, there are slow advances and big hops. The drone videos will be a big hop, and they really allow producers to identify what they're shooting. And as drone use becomes more and more prevalent in filmmaking, it just makes sense to augment the scouting with it.
Showcasing Port Alberni's McLean Mill in this way tripled the amount of time the producers of 1 Mile and One More Mile spent there.
And they were here for 2 months working while they shot not just one part of one, but almost the entirety of a sequel movie.
They had an aerial layout of the mill, as well as inside the machinery and the buildings. It allowed them almost a 360 of the location, so they're better able to block out their shooting in their mind.
Extra days obviously results in extra revenue for the venue and the community.
Now they're looking for other opportunities within the environment and within the community, and that was pretty amazing.
Hi. Don't mind me.
A byproduct of the Location Scout funding is that a handful of photographers secured temporary opportunities with productions shooting in the region.
The locations manager for the Eden Express contacted me and asked me if I could go scouting again. So I did that a couple of weekends.
Location scouting is a fun job. It does involve a lot of creativity, outside the box thinking. What can look like this that could be paired with this, for example?
A large portion of the funding also went for the purchase of a 3-ton truck and trailer, as well as 2 smaller units, all filled with industry essential equipment.
The trailer close to me is a 9-foot utility trailer, and that'll be used to carry location equipment, our volt stack batteries, just a general runaround kind of trailer to augment our 3-ton truck. That's actually out on a production right now. Our other trailer, the one farther behind me, is a 14-foot multi-use trailer. We purchased it kitted out as a mobile first aid room and prep office. Inside there's shelving, a pull-down Murphy bed, and it is running off deep cycle marine batteries. It can be put out into the woods to prep a film location off-grid, and it can be kept there for weeks.
The Commission was also able to purchase 4 battery-operated volt stack generators to be utilized by visiting productions.
This handy little tool should be in almost anyone's arsenal, I think. It's a portable power bank called a volt stack. You get 5 kilowatts of energy, nice and silent, and environmentally friendly. There's no emissions.
The quiet operation of the generators allows them to be used close to the filming, eliminating any undesirable noise, which is a problem with conventional generators.
Well, the drawbacks is when it comes to sound, I mean, they can hear a mosquito fart, it seems like. So the further away you can be with anything that doesn't sound like what they're talking about on set, the better. So having something close by without having to run an abundance of cable is influential for sure.
The truck, trailers, and generators are being used to make it more affordable for producers to travel to and shoot in the region.
The idea behind these are an additional soft incentive for local producers, emerging productions, and independent. They're to offset the cost of renting equipment and then transporting it from Vancouver over the ferry up to the North Island.
It's another truck that has to come across on ferries and to service, and the generators and like, you know, having electric generators instead of gas is also a savings. So no, I would highly recommend it to anyone. Anyone can call me. Any producer that wants to do it can call me. I'm happy to talk about it.
Having a locations kit for a series, you know, that could be a run of show, could be upwards of a $100,000 rental. And so being able to provide that on loan to productions, it's a very powerful draw, and the feedback we have had is very, very positive.
The location equipment will also be used for training local individuals hoping to be future film workers.
The film industry always needs new workers, always needs to train new people.
Tent up an inch and then pull it out.
Since we've purchased our location kit and truck, we've been to Gibson's, Port Alberni, training on site there. Those are 2 examples.
Drone images, location files, loanable equipment, and vehicle purchases were all made possible thanks to the generous contributions of the Rural Economic Diversification and Infrastructure Program. Together with the Vancouver Island North Film Commission, they're drawing future productions and investment.
We have productions that are coming because of our scouting, because of our location kits. We're finding, and the productions are finding, the communities are outstanding. We have beautiful locations, we have wonderful incentives, but our main attraction is the people.
I would say that Vancouver Island is like no other place on this planet. The opportunities here are immense. And the great thing about it, for the most part, is that it's relatively undiscovered. And that means right now that there are deals to be had.
This area has a lot of what looks like untouched nature, you know. It's a lot easier to film something when you don't have like 2,500 people sitting on the beach. You literally have like 10 that might want to go there that day. It's easier to close down a location.
And I believe the opportunities are here because we have the space, we have the views, we have the buildings. And we have a lot more crew here now than we ever did. That's been a hindrance in the past, not having enough crew. We have a lot more crew here now, and we have a lot more opportunity in the future.
I'm very proud of our communities. I'm very proud of the industry that has come here and developed, of how diversified we are now, that we've been able to bring this sector into our communities and really noticeably now. And it's with pride that we look forward to what we can do now that we've been putting all our tools in place.